I'll leave you with three guiding principles that I feel are, relevant to customers, app and data security, and consider for consideration, right? So principle one essentially is around the customer scenario. The what, why comes first, and the technology, the how follows, right? I mean, to paraphrase this, there's an Amazon leadership principle which says start with the customer and work backwards there, right? So I mean, I've seen teams start with the technology first with disastrous consequences to customers and business, right? So I mean, and in my experience, this whole adage, build it and they will come, is a myth, right? I mean, and I've had my fair share of good ideas that have died horrible deaths when they met the customer for the first time, right? So it is, so that's one. The number two one is around data, right? I mean, the number two one that I think we should consider is all data that your app and service collects from the customer belongs to the customer, not you, right? So that's what GDPR says, basically, right? It's not your data, man, it's theirs. So your app, the data processor, the customer is the data controller, right? Think of your app or service as a bank, right? It's a bank for the customer's data. Your app and service uses that data to provide customers a great experience and quality of service. The data is the customer's data, not your data, which means you have a customer promise to safeguard that data, right? And they have the right to withdraw that data and go away if you don't have the right controls on their data, or if they don't see value in your service. Changes the conversation, right? And the last principle essentially is what I said earlier, right? I mean, building secure software doesn't happen by accident. I think the mindset of securing your customers' data to win their trust is paramount here, right? I mean, teams that think of security as an afterthought, essentially service disruptions due to security vulnerabilities, this, right? That require all hands on deck to mitigate, right? Now, the problem with that is not so much that, sure, we'll go mitigate it, but I mean, such incidents and a number of those incidents erode customer trust. And that results in loss of business. And more importantly, it tarnishes the reputation of your brand. That's what is at stake. And once your brand reputation is gone, it's gone, right?